Let's thinking about magnetic forces as propulsion. Is magnetic propulsion really possible as a propulsion in space? Because in history we got some EDA propulsion methods. Those methods were rely was based on magnetic sail on solar wind. There was also several attempts of application of magnetic forces to lower orbit of satellites. That was better propulsion method where was Lorentz force applied, and this method was only have only application to satellite technology, because this propulsion can only operate in magnetic field presence, like Earth magnetic field. However, let's talk about and consider now the propulsion which is not connected with Earth magnetic field and magnetic propulsion. It is propulsion where magnetic forces can be used like jolt propulsion magnetic propulsion method. Jolt propulsion magnetic jolt propulsion is based on interaction of two kind of magnets. One kind is in rotor and another is in stator. When the stator is when the rotor is rotate in stator, then magnetic forces can be can occur like magnetic attraction, just like the jolt phenomena. There are also another propulsion, magnetic propulsion ways, like magnetic ion propulsion, plasma propulsion, VASIMR. In this kind of propulsion, magnetic field is accelerating plasma from ionized gas, that this gas is mainly argon or xenon. And this is also jet propulsion, which is based on certain quantity of fuel in the tanks. So this propulsion is not good propulsion as when you think about further expedition in deep space, because we cannot take too much fuel in the tank, because the volume of the tank is limited. I was thinking about the propulsion which is connected, in which magnetic field is connected with inertial forces, and I have several solution of that kind on my account. So I was presented several of them in my YouTube channel, but I have no any measurable results for now, because I have to organize my workshop to make more complicated research. When I gain proper knowledge and abilities, I will make a try to do something with these propulsion methods on the wider scale. But I was considering also on some propulsion where magnetic field will be will be connected with electromagnetic field. I was even close to find the way to obtain several important results. I was attend to libraries where there was no internet yet. So I was, and it was in late 90s, and so then I was only begin to collect knowledge, and now I have more knowledge because I have more experience. And what I'm trying to say is that I'm talking about the propulsion where paramagnetic nuclear resonance. This propulsion method, I was thinking as application copper cavity resonance chamber, where microwave was emitted from the magnetons. So this is similar to Schreier invention. Roger Schreier invention, but in Roger Schreier invention there was no detonation, electromagnetic detonation, only difference in electromagnetic momentum, which was observed like as different push of photons on every side, on every side, where one side of cavity was chamber was bigger, walls were bigger, and on the other side wall was smaller in area. But I was thinking about similar method, but as I said, it was based on detonation. I was also thought about propulsion based on water, where water was boiled to a state where there was explosive boiling of water, and this was also based. I was also considered that how what quantum mechanism is responsible for such a behavior of water. Not until today, I not gain any right answer on this topic, so I left this matter and wait for more advanced laboratory setting. And now I think that some researchers will undertake the topic of such a propulsion way, because I think that this can be a very powerful propulsion method, just like in plasma on the sun case, because in the sun we got such a phenomena like black spot and magnetic absorption of electromagnetic energy, and I was thought that those processes are also similar to each other. So I also have a suspicion that this can be the very powerful propulsion method based on those processes in the sun.